In NLP, we have a lot of techniques to build rapport. The problem is, it's really difficult to do them all at the same time. I can show you a hack to get instant rapport and bring all those skills together, and you can do it starting right now. Stay tuned. If you've had NLP training before, you know that you're supposed to match gestures, you're supposed to mirror, you're supposed to match breathing, you're supposed to listen to a person's voice tone and match that. You're supposed to do everything the other person is doing and also notice voice tone changes and all these things. It can be overwhelming, especially when you're starting out. And most people, because it's overwhelming, they continue going through different master NLP trainings, and they never really get this skill down. Steve Andreas, in developing his self-concept model, found a way to jumpstart this and really hack and get into building instant rapport. And you can also learn these skills rapidly and start doing it today. This is really awesome. Okay, basically let's start like this. Imagine a context in which you want a better rapport with people. It could be sales, it could be coaching, it could just be in social situations. Imagine you're sitting in that social situation and actually be there. And then imagine somebody steps too close to you. You don't know this person, they get into your personal space, and you go, whoa, this is too much, and you want to pull away from them. Now imagine that happening. And then imagine the person steps back very slowly, very gradually, until they get to that point where you're comfortable again. Now you've just identified your personal border, at least in this context. Different contexts, you may have different personal borders. You may have multiple personal borders depending on the person, depending on the context. Let's keep this really simple though. Now that you know a bit about where your border is, code that. Draw a line around it. What is the shape? For me, it's kind of an oval. It kind of goes like this. So people who come up on the side of me, I'm a little more comfortable with. But if a person comes at me directly, I'm more likely to back away from that person. So mine does like an oval like this around me. Yours might be more circular. Some people might even be a square. It doesn't say anything about who you are. It's just whatever your personal border is. Find out what that is and find out how much space is okay for you. Some people it's really close. In different cultures it'll be different as well. So for some people they need a lot of space. For some people they don't need as much space. So get a sense of where that border is for people you don't know. Okay? And then once you know the shape, see if you can change the color of the border. Maybe you start off with the border being kind of a black line that goes around you. Well, turn it to green, turn it to purple, turn it to orange. Notice if this affects you. Some people it does, some people it doesn't. It may give you a sense of even greater rapport or greater protection. Find out for yourself. Now, think of a time when you were really in rapport with someone, and imagine it as if you're actually there, sitting or standing in front of that person you were in rapport with at that exact moment where you really felt real rapport with this person. Really imagine that. And then notice, where's your boundary in relation to this person? More than likely, they are inside your border. They're inside your personal space. Because that's what rapport actually is. Rapport is where you don't have as much boundaries or you have no boundaries with this person. The people you're closest to, you may not have any boundaries. You may feel comfortable that you can trust them so much that you don't even have any sense of boundary from that person. Notice when you were in rapport with this person where that border is and play with it. Maybe bring it back, put them outside your border, put the border back around them. Notice if there are different colors inside your border versus outside your border. Play around with opening that border and closing that border. Now think of someone who you are not in rapport with, someone who you don't get along with. And imagine that person is in front of you, either standing or sitting. And then notice where your border is. Well, if you don't trust this person, and if you don't get along with them and you're not in rapport with them, chances are they're outside of your border. That's normal. Now play around with this. You're in a safe place, you're imagining this. So imagine what happens when you put that border on the outside of the person. In other words, you're bringing them into your personal space and you're coding the color, if there was a color, inside your personal space with that person inside of it. Now what happens? Do you get feelings that you understand this person better, or maybe you like them more than what you did before? Quite likely you will. It might be inappropriate to be in rapport with this person. If you need to protect yourself from this person, go ahead and put the border back. Now, if it's a person that you would like to get along with and you're not getting along with them, put them inside your border and see what happens next time you see that person. I think you'll be surprised. Now imagine the next time you meet someone new or someone you would like to be in rapport with, imagine your border and expanding it to go to the outside of them so that they're inside your personal space. Now give this a try. I think you'll be really surprised at the results. What I reported back to Steve whenever I tried this out, and what most people report back, is that they can now match and mirror and watch breathing and listen for tonality and match tonality so much better when they put that person inside of their border. So instead of doing one thing at a time or trying to do all these multiple things at once, put that person inside your personal border and watch how easy it is to do all the little smaller techniques. Give this a try. I'd love to hear back how this works for you. It worked incredibly well for me. It's actually something I do when I teach. I actually put the entire group inside my border and I code that with yellowish kind of goldish light. And that helps me fill in rapport with the group. So you can do this for presentations as well to gain rapport with an entire group of people. Check out our website, nlp-gym.com. If you haven't already, please click subscribe to this YouTube channel so you can get these videos on a regular basis. And follow us on Facebook. And don't forget, we have Core Transformation coming up with Mark Andreas, son of Steve and Connie Ray Andreas. He'll be teaching Core Transformation, which is about transforming your life through your obstacles, through the problems in your life, through the things that you feel like hold you back. This is going to be an incredible workshop. You won't want to miss this. Take care.